When people ask me what I do, I say that I take leaders and their teams to new levels of performance and business results. And I have been privileged to work with leaders and teams around the world. The next question, of course, usually is how I do this. One fundamental premise that underpins my work is that leadership is fundamentally relational. Anyone with a clear vision, a strong sense of purpose, that learns how to build, sustain healthy and high-quality relationships can become a great leader and positively influence others to achieve extraordinary things, regardless of their knowledge, technical expertise, and position in the organization. The greatest challenges faced by organizations today are not technological, relational. That's why in my coming book, Leadership for Business Results, I outline the 10 most pervasive mistakes that organizations make when designing, implementing, and procuring leadership solutions. As an applied researcher and practitioner, I treat leadership development as a discipline and an essential business practice. My obsession is moving from opinion-based discussions to evidence-based solutions, learning what really works and develop best practice principles. My uniqueness is creatively apply those best practices, and my purpose is to share this with my clients to take them to the next level. Despite of organizations investing heavily in leadership development, we are experiencing a leadership crisis. 86% of organizations reporting having gaps in the leadership pipeline, only 30% of employees are engaged worldwide, and organizations are worried they don't have enough leaders. The main reason for this is that current leadership practices are outdated and out of sync with our changing world. Too many organizations are attached to old models of leadership which have a strong individual focus. Contemporary leadership is more about shared, distributive, and collective forms of leadership, as well as followership. This includes developing direction, alignment, and commitment with all stakeholders involved. In addition to assisting senior leaders to enhance individual leadership impact, I also assist developing teams and building organization-wide leadership capacity. This means boosting the employee engagement required to drive change, innovation, and acquire greater competitive advantage. Organizations that fail to do this will be left behind or disappear. I have worked across sectors, industries, and cultures, assisting leaders to minimize the business risk of working with people from diverse cultural backgrounds, acquiring a global mindset, enhance the intercultural effectiveness, and drive innovation. Despite cultural differences, I have identified 21 universal attributes expected from leaders around the world. This is also important for domestic leaders due to the changing nature of the workforce. Australia, for example, is one of the most diverse countries in the world, and we know that diversity drives innovation. During the last 15 years, I have been presenting regularly at national and international conferences on the latest developments on leadership, as well as corporate events, retreats, business luncheons, and breakfast. The common feedback I've been receiving from my training programs and seminars is a very common theme. People acquire greater self-awareness, think differently, and feel more inspired, optimistic, helpful, and curious as a result of those programs. And they also can see new opportunities for them to take action and better contribute to others and make a difference.